a man was suddenly awakened by a wild beast licking him. He took off his eye mask only to be shocked to death by the scene before him. He was actually trapped on a cliff tens of thousands of meters high, with a misty abyss beneath him. The man looked up and realized that his parachute was entangled in an old tree, which had barely saved his life. However, the entire wall was a smooth ice surface. How could he climb to the top of the mountain? In a moment of desperation and quick thinking, the man took off his shoes and put his dagger inside them. Then, holding the blade with both hands, he began to climb up with all his might. At first, things went smoothly, but the quality of the dagger was too poor, and it broke. The man's feet suddenly lost support, causing him to fall rapidly. Fortunately, he was caught on the old tree, preventing him from falling. However, after this ordeal, the old tree was about to give way. He quickly adjusted his posture and used the knife to cut the parachute ropes. Just as the crisis hit, the old tree broke, and he successfully cut the ropes, narrowly escaping disaster once again. But without the support of the old tree, the man was completely helpless. At this moment, he looked up and saw the goat from earlier climbing up. Gritting his teeth, he directly imitated the goat, using both his hands and feet, bracing himself in the crevices, and then carefully climbing up. However, just as he reached the platform with great difficulty, the rock layer beneath his feet suddenly collapsed. Without time to think, the man unleashed his inner potential, stepped on the goat's back, and jumped to grab the cliff face. But just as the man was about to reach the top, a one-horned goat walked over. It sniffed and discovered that he was not one of its kind, so it charged at the man. The man lost his grip and almost fell into the valley. He hurriedly controlled his body, and just as the goat was about to attack again, the man grabbed the goat's horn tightly. The goat quickly retreated, actually pulling the man up with brute force. Finally, the man had narrowly escaped with his life. He quickly calmed the goat, afraid that someone would hear him, because his mission had only just begun.